How's it going, boys? A bit of a change of pace for you here. Instead of cutting people down or shooting people, I'm gonna show you my zoo. And no, that is not a euphemism. See, a little known secret about me, I really like Planet Zoo, and I had a bit of an obsession with it. About a year ago, maybe 2, I would just stream Planet Zoo. So much so that I have 118 hours in this game. And I'd say probably 100 of those hours is probably on one zoo, which I will show you. Definitely a guilty pleasure game, but I thought, why not show you around my zoo? This wasn't just kind of a time obsession, it was very much a monetary obsession as well. I mean, I haven't played it for about a year, so I haven't bought like the Barnyard Animal Pack. I do own quite a few of the DLCs. Oh man, it's so bad. Here's my character, by the way. I've got an orangutan hat on. For some reason the game's really saturated when I capture this game, but that's fine. You can deal with it. We've got the original, which was Big Beast UK, kind of in like Ukraine or something for some reason. This one didn't do too well. Let me just preface, it was my first zoo. I had lofty ambitions. We'll go have a look, shall we? We'll have a look at the humble beginnings of Big Beasts. So I play all of these on franchise mode, and this one went to the absolute dogs. I am just absolutely bleeding money. And of course it's snowing, so you can barely see it, but this monstrosity was my idea. I thought it would be really cool, like you come into the zoo here through this just delightful looking building that I ran out of money halfway through building, which is why it's half open. There's a lot of problems. You'd come through here, you know, and then you'd look up and be like, whoa, I don't remember the camera controls in this game. You'd be like, whoa, that is a mountain. And you'd go up through the mountain, you'd come out at the top, you'd have all your concessions in the middle, and then you could go off into different areas from this mountain. So we had like an Africa area over there, but as you can see, forcing people to walk up like this Chinese temple's worth of stairs to get to anywhere in the zoo. Like, look at these stairs, they just go all the way up. I thought it would be quite cool, like inside the mountain I'd have like all of my my little habitats, like my scorpions and my cockroaches and stuff. Like, that was a cool idea. Like, come on now, like imagine you're halfway up and you're like, ooh, what's in this cave? But I run out of money for that as well. And then up this very dark, scary staircase where only the brave can make it to the top. I had, yeah, kind of like the central hub, and that was kind of the problem. No one's coming up all these stairs. I tried to remedy it with whatever the fuck you call this, a gondola ride. Didn't really work. It's quite cool though. It was like winding in and out of this mountain, but look at the queue for it. Everyone wants to leave. Yeah, that didn't quite work. Look at this path placement though. Isn't that satisfying? But yeah, I made these buildings with all the stuff in it and the seating area and stuff. All wasted time. And like, as you can see, this was going to be coming off in all directions with different themes. This is welcome to hashtag Africa land. And I did a bit of set dressing. Problem with this as well, as you can see, the ride going all the way up. People didn't want to walk down this Hot Wheels looking ass fucking path as well, so there's literally no one over here. No one's come to see the cheetahs. I think they're in here. Yep, cheetahs. Are they dead? I don't think the keepers can even get over here, so... Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh no. But yeah, we had a couple of stuff, you know. Here's my rock placements, trying to polish a turd. The lions are doing alright. Well, he's hungry, but there was elephants in here. Are they dead? Yeah, they are dead. But yeah, this was my first zoo. Lofty ambitions, I have to say. Especially in like the career mode. I don't think this was ever gonna work in career mode. But I gave it a go. And as soon as it started going under, I abandoned ship. And I went to my next zoo, which is the big zoo. It's the big one. It's definitely the one I've spent the most time in on this game. Like Big Beasts in China and Big Beasts in Japan, I really don't think I've spent that much time on. But as you can see, big money, medium happiness, 4 stars, this Big Beast USA. This is the big one. Good God, my PC, I don't know if you can hear it, is chugging this thing out, and I have been sat on this loading screen for a good couple minutes. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, ooh, yeah. Let me turn the graphics down a bit. That's not gonna work. So, welcome to Big Beast USA. This is kind of why I stopped playing on this one, because, yeah, it's very laggy, especially when you get close to all these people. Look at this. Look, it's bustling. Money, we're absolutely fucking sound for. Like, money is not an issue. You come into this kind of like Diagon Alley looking area. I'm never that good at building. I'm more a placing kind of guy. I can't really make good looking buildings. These just look like council houses or something like that. But we've got everything you need here, and it's like the last days of Rome in these streets. People are just pushing past each other. But yeah, you know, it's right at the entrance, which is what you need, innit? And my first bit of set dressing I ever did in this game, I have a very special place in my heart for the smoking area. If you ever saw me play this game, you know, building buildings, building a smoking area outside these buildings, hell yeah. So I kind of put like some doors on either side, a little creek running through with a bridge, you know. You sit out here, have your fag, have your lunch, you know. There's some rubble over here, plenty of plants around, you know. Someone came in to work on a bike, put it next to the various fruit for some reason, and then this looked like a barbecue. I thought maybe someone on their break have a fag and a barbecue maybe. Yeah, I was really happy with this, and I still am, and it kind of cemented my love for doing just random bits of set dressing like this. Oh, what's escaped? Some flamingos. Oh, what are they gonna do? Anyway, I should probably show you some animals. So you come in through this way, you come to the right, and this was the first thing I built. Oh, it is chock-a-block here. Look at this. Anyway, this is what I like to call Safari Supreme. Supreme! You get on this little safari, and tell you what, instead of talking about it, let's have a go on it. Why is it not working? Is it broken down? Why is this not going? I don't know why the safari's not going. We'll just have to look at it separately. So this is the entrance I made, which was quite nice. It's like a nice little winding path. Some information, some braziers. So you come through this airlock when the ride is working. That's where the giraffes sleep. Got a nice little waterfall that doesn't make any sense that goes above them. And here's the giraffes. Who's this? A Maddie. How's it going, fella? You can see him from up here as well. You don't need to go on the safari. You can just have a look from the bridge. I kind of like dressed it all up with some rocks and shite. I was going to put some like, I don't know, hidden gang that lives in here, but I never got around to that. And I was going to set dress all this as well, but I never did. Whoa, what are you doing over there, fella? Hi. Calm it down. Yeah, I definitely spent more time on kind of like this area compared to this area. But that's fine. It's not just giraffes in here, I don't think, unless everything else has died. We've got some ostriches. Where are they? Chilling over here, getting some grub. God, there's a lot of ostriches. That's the thing in this game. You leave some animals, like a male and a female, they breed like bloody rabbits. They're all over the place. We've also got a warthog, apparently, here. We did have more animals, actually. We had like springbok and elephants and stuff like that, all in the same enclosure. But yeah, that didn't work. Because eventually some died, some bred too much. Coming off that, though, is the only building I've ever been proud of making. And that is this all-in-one staff facility. Woo! It's got like a keeper's area here on the front. We've got a protester. That's nice. Yeah, I kind of just usually let this just go. That's why I had like loads of inbreeding and loads of like animals all over the place. Well, I used to just like place rocks and bushes and stuff like that. But you know me, I love a smoking area. This is a nice one. Look, you come out here, you can have a lay down on the hammock or if it's raining, come under this area. That's the ashtray. Yeah, I put this door over this generator so it looks like it's open. It's very nice. A little balcony with 2 more seats so you can have another little smock. I put a broken drainage pipe here that flows into like a little pond out the side. Cool that, innit? This is the staff room on the side. This is like a fake Jeep repair area. This one's got a rock through it. And this one's got a log through it. And yeah, it's got everything you need. Look, I was really happy with this. Nice little garden over there, some lights on the side. It's got a second story that does nothing but looks cool. I thought this was a nice little house. Have to let me know. And because I liked that house and it was very useful because it had all of the like staff rooms in it, I just copied and pasted it in various places around the zoo. Speaking of the zoo, we've got another enclosure here. The thing is with enclosures, I would like build them and I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna do loads of rock placing in here, and then I'd get bored and move on to the next enclosure. So you'll see like this area right here, just freeze frame on that. That looks really nice. Just like ka-chink. That, very nice. And then you kind of like look anywhere else in this enclosure and it's all a bit janky and weird, but as you can tell, this is where the hippos are. Cool thing about this one is you have like the raised area up here where you can look down at the hippos having their swim and stuff, or if you're towards the front of the zoo, you can go underneath and you can see him swimming around underwater. How cool is that then? One thing that I would do quite a lot of the time is I would do just random little Easter eggs. Like I built up this whole underwater area for no real reason, but I put like a little hobbit house with no hippos allowed. I don't know who lives in there. I don't know the lore of my own zoo, but someone lives there and he doesn't like hippos. And this is all traversable for the hippos. They never come down here though. I thought it'd be cool, like I made this viewing area here underground that you could see a hippo swimming through. I decorated it all so it looks nice, so for when the hippos come through, they never come down here. They never bother. But yeah, that's the hippos. Not much more interesting about that. So this raised area kind of links you to the rest of the zoo. There's a massive queue for this train, which I will show you in a bit. You go past the hippos. Right behind them, this is where we got the monkeys. Look at these guys. But they're playing with a kettleball, just chilling. Everyone's looking down on them like, whoa, look at those monkeys down there. Again, I had lofty ambitions for the set dressing in here, then just never bothered, apart from this little pond area, I guess. But yeah, you can have like a 360 view of all of where the monkeys are. And this is another one of my favorite areas. You can go along here, go down this ramp, and you've got the underground-ish, even though it's on the ground, viewing platform for the monkeys. And I fucking went to town with the rocks under here. I made it like its own nice little cave area where you can see the hippos again on the left-hand side, or you can see the monkeys on the right. Got benches on both sides so you can see them. The main problem was getting the path under here because the pathing sucks in this game. But yeah, look at this little area that you can watch the monkeys from. Oh, there's the waterfall up here. Again, doesn't make any sense, but links into this waterfall. Hey, how do you like them apples? I like my continuity in this game. Here's some elephants as well. Elephants are right next to the monkeys. Again, did a bit of set dressing, a bit of plantage around the side and stuff. I made elephant rock, which is just an elephant made out of rock. And then I gave up with this one. Moved on to the kind of smaller animal things. We've got like the Nile monitors in here, which are like these lizard boys that can go in the water. Are these babies? Yeah. Look at the little baby ones. Yeah. So yeah, I made this nice little area for them. They're just chilling in there. And then the biggest pain in my arse ever, which is the tortoises. You blink, they have about 50 children, and then protesters come because you're treating your tortoises unfairly, because they're all cramped because they've had so many kids. So yeah, tortoises suck. I would never get tortoises again in this game. One thing that's in this area as well is my underground cave system. Woo! It's a bit of an exploit, but you can put all your power and your water drainage stuff underground because they look ugly and I don't like them being above ground, so I just hide them underground. But it seems to work, kind of. Sometimes they break down, sometimes they don't. They go off in all different directions because I just place them underground and then connect the roads up to them, and then I can never find my way out, which is cool. Got a few more monkeys over here. I think these are just chimpanzees, aren't they? Yeah, western chimpanzees. I got an albino one. He's rare. But yeah, I made this little mountain thing for him with a waterfall and stuff. Looks quite nice, looks quite nice. But the real thing that you're coming over to this area for is the motherfucking train. Oh yes. So you come down right next to where the elephants are. Got this lovely, like, look at this. I should do like parks in real life. I think that's my calling. Because look at this. Got a nice little pond, some rocks, some nice trees decorating the place. Look at this. And then everyone's just queuing up, going on the train, where you get a nice 360 of the entire zoo. Speaking of, there's these guys, what are they called? Fucking D-holes. Yeah, these guys, once again, they're kind of like a thing I just kind of put in just to fill up space. It's very bland over here, but I made it look quite nice over here. Look, like if you're looking down on them, you've got this nice little shrubbery area. You've got like a weird, like, homeless man's cave, which you can see through if you are down by where the monkeys are. You can see the D-holes. And if you're in the train, you can see the... What is that? Is that the elephants? Yeah, that's the elephants. You got your elephants on your right. You got the chimpanzees on your left. So you're never bored when you're on the train. You can see it. You can see a bit of everything. Off we go. Choo choo. All right, fella. So yeah, you can see the elephant enclosure there to your right. I'm like on a guided tour. And then to your right, you can see the D-holes. God, this goes fast. But you can't properly appreciate all the D-holes, look. You zoom in past them. Oh, and then it stops. Get off. God, look at the queue as well. Everyone's just gammed for this ride. I mean, I don't blame them. It's an absolute belter, this one. Like, even when you're waiting for your stop, you can still have a look. Look at the baby D-holes kicking about. I never noticed there's no guard railing up there. So those people could easily just fall off and into where the, I assume, meat-eating dogs are. Anyway, we're off. Off we go. Goes up here. It's quite scary. Hold on to your seats. Get your seat belts on, ladies and gentlemen. And we're already at the next stop. Yeah, that's the problem with this. It's a bit lame. But you can see, kind of, the safari. Anyway, that was the train. It wasn't very exciting. And it goes too fast, so you can't really see anything. Including my little elephant cave that I put here. The like adult elephant's like, no, you have to cross quickly before the train comes. And they're like, no, I'm too scared. I'm going to stay in this cave. And it's like, don't get run over. Yeah, anyway. I mean, there's other bits and bobs here, like, what are these? African buffalo, like, I kind of did a bit of stuff around here. Rhinos, there's a bit of stuff around here as well. But this kind of whole area, oh, it's frozen. This whole area is kind of like the Africa area, if you couldn't tell. And that's kind of where a lot of the time was spent. But if you cross this bridge into this island that I made, this is kind of like the North America. The alarms are going off because someone escaped. It's kind of like the North America area. I made I forgot I named it this. Scran Forest Cafe. This is another beauty of a building. Look in the top. It's got its own like ecosystem. It lights up at night as well. It's a beauty. But then downstairs you got a bog. You walk in here, there's a little like serving area on both sides where you can go through into the dark, ominous void, which is actually nothing. It's got a screen on it, but I think that leads to like this eating area out here. You like link it to the eating area or some shite, so everyone that goes here eats outside. Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? I made like a fake entrance to this area here. I detailed like inside for some reason, but the real star of the show is if you're eating at Scran Forest Cafe, why don't you eat with the flamingos? Hell yeah. I mean, these fuckers keep escaping. You can probably see, like, yeah, I don't know how they're escaping. They're just kind of chilling out here. People are just walking past them. But, you know, that's fine. People can walk in, come check out the flamingos, or they can just see them on the path. This is kind of like a thing that I was trying out. They added these, like, domes, so you can go in here and pop out here and come see the beavers. It wasn't very successful. It looks a bit weird, and I was gonna put this in like a cave, but that never worked out. There's a lot of like broken dreams here. Like these are like what, California sea lions. I just kind of gave up with them as well. Getting the water in was a pain in the ass, as you can probably see. That's where I wanted the water to come up to, but it never did. We've got a boat that goes around the perimeter of the island, which is very nice actually. Oh, look at that. Look at it lit up in there. Wouldn't you eat that? Tell me you wouldn't eat that. Right across from Scran Forest Cafe is... I don't even know what's in here. Is there anything in here? Nope. There was something in here at one point. I don't remember what. I have no idea what was in there, but I do know what's in here. Alligators, crocodiles, same thing. Made them a little jetty. This was such a pain in the ass to set up, but I made like a little down ramp so you can see them underwater, which they're not, because of course they're not. This area kind of leads to like another underground kind of viewing area where you can see what I think, yes, is the mooses, with the boat going through their enclosure. I really went to town on the set dressing in this one. Like, look at this like mountainous area over here, this land bridge which they can cross, but sometimes they swim and nearly get ran over. Yeah, it looks nice. It's like a nice little place. This, it's like a little cave which has like, I don't know what's in here, some terrapins, sure, but yeah, you can go all the way around, have a look at them from this way. Here's a forgotten place that I just never bothered with. Yeah, has nothing in it. You can kind of see it's like half snow, half not. This was going to be like the snow area over here, so it's kind of transitioning. You like that? You like that shit? These, what are these? These penguins? Yeah, African penguins. Nothing special. Big ramp. I think, can you see him underwater? No, but you can see him from the boat. We'll have a look at the boat in a second. So I think, apart from the polar bears over here with their glacier looking ass, I think this is the last one. And I tell you what, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Look at that. Isn't that nice? The rest of it doesn't look nice, but the polar bears are the biggest pain in the fucking arse ever. Just because of how I've got this set up. They're always escaping. How'd you get out there? Because I set this this thing to go through the polar bear enclosure, which is probably numerous health and safety violations. Yeah, because the boat comes through here and you can't have the boat just come through the side of the enclosure, I had to make this tunnel, and the polar bears do just leave that tunnel and get out, and it causes everyone to panic. But anyway, it's quite cool. You got some seating up here for when they put a show on, and yeah, I think that's the last enclosure. I mean, we have this like train station looking ass building I made. It's not my finest work, I have to say, but it has all of the little exhibits in them. This one is the Western Diamondback Rattlesnake. Can we even see these boys in here? Oh yeah, there he is. He's wrapped around the tree. Oh, he's having a crack. And yeah, I was quite happy with this building. It looks a bit shit. Looks a bit like a train station. Does the job though. Does the job. There's that building again that I copy and pasted. That's basically all I did. You could probably notice this big red gondola. Yeah, I just wanted a quicker way from people to get from the entrance to over to this area. So this big noodle that makes its way underground in a corkscrew kind of motion. It goes all the way underground. I was gonna, you know, put a bunch of rocks here, make it all spooky inside, maybe put some bats underneath it or something. Man, I don't have the time for that. That would take another 100 hours. Choo-choo train? $50 per pussy-o. Much like my first zoo, there was some big ideas and then very little patience. I think this is kind of like the ADHD kind of coming out in me. That's just like putting something down and then being like, I'm bored, I'm moving on to the next thing. And that's the thing with all the packs as well. Like, I'd play this game for a bit, and then I'd fall off of it, and then a new pack would come out. I'd get the pack, and then I'd be like, I want to see the new animals. Let's put the new animals in. But yeah, I hope you like my zoo. It's very personal to me. I basically did all of this on live stream. I mean, the VODs are probably lost because it's over the course of multiple years this has been. But I used to quite like just sitting back, putting some chill music on, chatting with people in chat, and making some exhibits, which I might do again at some point. But fuck me, I don't know if I'll buy any more packs. I don't think I'm financially recovering from this. If you want to see more zoo-related things, you'll have to let me know if you like this. It's a bit of a change of pace from my usual stuff, but it's like showing you my kind of deranged child. A lot of time was spent on this zoo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe. I would much appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you like this video, it would mean a lot. But anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. Hurrah.